Hey, love bug, Roslynn, back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing, extended, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all have been constantly giving me. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up, tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, give you good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times and needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, or just needing spiritual guidance, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give a girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly, truly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, the struggles we constantly face is no way easy, but through God, He shows that the battle has already been won. It is so true, because it's like a lot of things that, God and universe places us on a path that it's like we can create our lives to be where, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I had to turn it down a little bit. That it can be created to where our gifts and our lifestyle can be able to be combined as one. You're on that mission of healing, being able to see your truth out of your own truth, being able to shed falsehoods and constraints and restraints off of illusions, unprogramming, unlearning everything that has been taught within your life. And those things are not easy whatsoever. It seems like you can heal and be risen from the dead from certain heavy entities. And you're like, yes, I'm out the bat. And next thing you know, boom, about 5 or 6 other ones coming. It's just like, God, dog, when does this ever end? And it's just like, these are the things that's like you are putting, true meaning behind a hybrid of an evolution of a warrior. Because it's just like, if you have dealt with the things you have dealt with, people don't know your story. People don't know the struggles and stuff that you have been going through, to where it truly shows you are not that one. You are not a force to be reckoned with. And a lot of times we don't give ourselves that credit. We don't see how far we have come through different situations of our lives. Because a lot of times, you can sit here and say, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I'm so tired of dealing with different things. My patience, my faith, my persistence, everything is just riding thin with me. And I'm just really trying to give it my best. It just seems like, everybody's getting blessings and you're still stuck here. The more positivity you push out, the more BS that comes back. It seemed like you had more enemies from the last round that done tripled up for this round. And these are the things that's going on. This is that we're in the middle of it's like a simulation, simulation. That's what I meant. Simulation of a lot of illusions, where it can make you feel like the enemy of the state is got everything under control. It's going under their hands. It's like the truth is not being served the way it needs to be. It just seems like deception is the all-time high. And these are the things that's like, God is like, no, it's not true. Don't allow yourself to entertain no illusions while I'm trying to project you to move forward in truth. And, I always have to remind myself in certain situations, if you're putting that best foot forward on positive intention, it's going to open up a floodgates of abundance that you've never seen coming in your life, just because the fact is you stay persistent. Even when there's times you want to give up, you're stubborn behind, you will get mad. I mean, there's days I'm accustomed fussed out universe and everybody, and still kept going. There'll be times that I have bawled and just said, I give up. I am so tired. I felt like I wasn't being heard. I wasn't being appreciated. It just seemed like the enemy was just steady winning, mocking me, laughing at me, just doing so many different things. They love to see me suffer. And there'll be different times that, I really just didn't understand that, but you just don't know. There's so many different things that reflects on your path to say, you don't know what God has in store for you. You don't know what's going on, BTS behind the scenes for you. Everything that's going on for you is for your highest good. And I'm just like, I would hate to see what the heck you would do if you hated me. And these are the different things. It's like, you're not being hated. A lot of times you're clearing your, you've done your dirt in a day. Now you clearing this not just for you, but your parallel entities, not just for your parallel entities, but your past life, and as well as your family, your ancestors. They making power moves and they're rejoicing in your name because they know what doors are about to open for you. They see how hard you work. They see through every tear that you have shed. They know how hard it was and that you were protected. A lot of times when I hear and see different things that can really scare me in life, like, different things that come out, that where I really seen how my life was, really trying to get taken out for some stuff that I didn't have no control over. But, God is like, no matter what people put on your life, no matter what they put on your path, you are always protected. If it was going to happen, it would have happened a long time ago. I have your purpose meant for you. I've had your fortune paved out for you. I have your blessings that's paved out for you. You just don't know what is in store for your life. When you start seeing how stuff is coming hard at you, and that everything that God looked like he was about to lead you through end up being like a rug snatched up under you, it's just like, I'm tired of this dude. Why is he always sending me towards this situation? And it just seems like I'm always the butt of the joke. I always got to get the short end of the stick. He knows what we go through is not easy. He knows how the devil can really play, your weaknesses against you. Your enemies, they feel like they know you from top to bottom. Like, oh, I know what triggers them. I know what I can distract them with. I know what I can rub in their face that they're wishing they had and I have, and it's just all those different things in your life. And it's just like, there's times I had to tell myself, God does not leave you with unanswered promises. When he tells you he's going to deliver something into your life, he's going to do that. I'm nowhere religious, okay? I'm not a preacher. I don't be trying to do that, but I just speak in my truth. I see what kind of moves God has made in my life, on things. I've seen how certain things are unfolded, and I know that had to be God in my life, and those are the things that, I'm very heavy on my spiritual. I have no problem with rejoicing God and telling, what God has done for me. There's a lot of different times I've came here and just really question, like, I wouldn't even listen to me if I was this and this and this and that. And I really didn't have that confidence in myself. And there's times, I had to get to that point where I really just didn't care if you believe me or not. I know my truth is going to fit somebody, It's like, I ain't got no reason to lie. If I got to be a reason to lie, I just don't have time for that type of entertainment. There's a lot of people that do that. I don't have time for that. Because it's like when you start lying about stuff, you got to make sure you keep tallies on everything you said. You don't have to remember what you said if you spoke the truth, and those are the things that has really taken place when I can say, when I looked at my life. And I know that had to be God dealing with me, because it's just like when he let that truth be known to me of what I was going through, what that truth was. And he knows how I rock with that violence in a minute. He know how I get. But then it was just like when I didn't place no hands. Now, I may have said some foul words towards certain people, but then it was just like, I see how much I've changed. I've seen how much, I used to, where I ended my problems with, it was, whooping somebody behind, going to war with you. If I tell you sleep with one eye open, you need to do that. I was never fake about the things that I was going to do. That's different from some of my enemies. I'm like, girl, we ain't got nothing to do. And they plotting on you real quick. It's like enemies and friends and family all ran in the same equation. But it was just me. If I feel that way, I would tell you real quick, I just don't like you. I don't care. Like people used to laugh at me for stuff like that. Like, Roslynn, why you do that? Because it's the truth. I'm not going to fake the funk. Make that person think, I'm buddy with them, and when they ain't paying attention, stab me back. I'm not the type of person. I want you to see me coming. I want you to see me coming. But it's just at that point, I don't have that type of energy in me. I don't have that type of person into me. But trust and believe, it may be somewhere back in the shadows somewhere, and I'm just like, Lord, please don't allow that to come back out, because if it is, it's gonna be something vicious, but it's just at that point I let God handle those battles for me. There's a lot of times where I wanted to handle them and I had to place them at his feet. And a lot of times you have to, you get that little image where it's telling you, let it go. Just pray and let that go, and let them work with that. And a lot of time I had to say, you know what, God, universe, my ancestors, my deities, my masters, all these people that are protecting me can do far more damage than I could ever do. I've seen situations where people are in my line of trauma and they got 30 to life, possibility of no parole, out, or psych wards and different stuff like that, because my situation really, put me in a mental strain, really broke me down. Like I went through an emotional, mental breakdown of finding my pain of truth that it was hidden from me. But then just being able to see, this became the most biggest blessing I ever had. It allowed me to meet so many beautiful people, even when people had went wrong on me, like horribly wrong, like, but I still wish them well. And that's how I know that had to be God right there, because he already know you do that to me, I'm gonna wish so much on you. And I'm gonna tell you how much I'm wishing on you, and make sure I hold on to that promise. It ain't a threat, it's a promise. But now it's just like, it's okay. You're like, Roslynn, you mad at such and such? No. And I'm not an enemy, but I'm not a friend, but they didn't game me as an enemy. I'm good. Whatever they got going on, I pray for whatever they need to be healing on, for them to project that at me. I got to go. I got to keep moving. I got better things that I got to be doing than worried about being mad at somebody. I'm placing my energy on something that's going to keep me stuck in a situation I ain't trying to be in. I'm trying to place my mind, my motives, my growth of everything I'm going through, that's going to help me climb, that's going to take me to that next level. If it's going to flourish me, motivate me, ascend me, and all those good things, that's where my vibration is going to be at. I don't never want to be, that allowed me to see what kind of character people have during the worst moments of their life. And maybe they are not just used to a genuine person like I am. And that's okay. That is okay. And you have to be able to be that way. Because I'm telling you, when you have gone through so much tragedies in your life, and it can be the worst things of the worst into your life, and there's purpose behind every painful situation you have ever gone through. And I mean, there's so many times I was just looking shocked, stuck, stupid, and confused on when you tell me this is my truth, and you want me to what now? Just be compassionate and understand and forgive the unforgivable. No, you ain't talking to me. I'm like, no, you ain't talking to me. No. And then it's just being able to do that, because now I can look at my life. It took me a long time not to have a harsh, vulgar, narrative of how I can place a word or some words on certain family members, certain so-called friends that, came enemies all in one. But now it's just like, when I see that, I say, thank you. You allowed me to explore a part of myself I never knew existed. I'm allowing myself to grow in ways that I felt stuck. I got clarity from a lot of things that was very cloudy to me, when the moments of my weakness became my power of my truth, of strength I never knew I had. And those are a lot of times you got to be able to see it like that. There's so many people that is walking around paying, making people pay for something they didn't even execute in the first place. And they end up turning into that situation or that person that broke them down the way they are. While you sit up here trying to allow yourself to mold from the mask they try to put you in, you're allowing yourself to be able to do that. And that is no way easy, because there's too many people that want to place blame on everybody else. They'll give everybody else the accountability to say the reason why they're paying, but never pointing the finger at themselves, not calling their own self out on some BS that they don't had a contributing to. Always want to throw the finger at somebody else and feel like they're excuses instead of the truth. I had to deal with a lot of that. Hell, I was one of those type of people. And that's where your strength really moves at. Because when you can tell somebody, yes, I was toxic as hell. Yes, I used to be very toxic. And I used to be able to tell somebody and be straight brutal with my words and not give a fuck. Okay. About what I said to somebody, how they took it, how they looked at me, how I looked at them. I just didn't care. Now I'm very discerning. Because it's just like words can't take back. Even to the worst people, I'm like, hell, I ain't about to come back and apologize to you, for what you did. But now it's just like, I'll apologize. Even if I didn't see where I needed to, but I'm going to apologize because obviously some part of my vibration triggered you to want to act crazy with me like that or really want me to see the grimy part of you. And it's okay. It ain't going to change how I do me. It's just going to change how I do you, but still send you blessings, but you're going to find your blessings over there. And I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep growing. I'm going to keep soaring, because all these things that God has for you, and trust, it's going to be a lot because all the hell you going through, you're going to see, oh, God must got something big for me, for my life to be hell broke bit right now. Because all the stuff that I'm facing, like every time I feel like I'm about to get a piece, there's a war zone, like a whole bow and arrow just, that just don't went right over your face. When you thought you were finally at peace, it just feel like one time when you get over one, you close the door, hell, and about 5 more come open. It's like, hey, you gotta go into these different houses, and it's just like some kind of strain, toxic vibration, some kind of hurt, some kind of negativity. You gotta go to every door, knock on them, and these are things you're doing. But a lot of times we sit up here and be hating and feeling like my life ain't ever going to turn around when God sends so many signs like, hell, it's already over. Why are you still entertaining this? You already got pushed out on your mission and you done served it. You done served it well. You didn't even realize the war was over. You still sit up here fighting nobody. And the folks is already dead on the field. You still trying to beat a dead horse. When he's telling you everything is already yours, you already done served your purpose. You done did a humongous turnaround. You're no longer the person that was, blaming everybody for their toxicity, no matter even if that person was blamed for that. You allowed your pain to be your purpose on how you were going to heal yourself and share your story of experience on how other people can heal themselves. You've been planting them seeds by allowing people to see how I didn't give up. Even though there may be tears I'm wiping from my eyes, but I'm still moving. Even when there's days that all hell breaks loose, I was still saying thank you. Even when you gave me just a little crumb of whatever you knew I needed in that lifetime, in that vibration, I still said thank you. Even when people showed the most hate to me, when all I did is project love, I'm okay. And that's where he wants you to pay attention to. Don't pay attention to the war zone and the storm. Keep your eye on him. This is what he's trying to show you about what's taking place in your life. You have already won. You just had to go through that experience to be aligned. So allow yourself to be able to know that, I'm about to cut this short because y'all know I'm already probably, I'm supposed to be doing my chat right now. So I will see y'all. Well, you'll see me on another channel. Well, another day. If you don't see me on this one, I'll talk to y'all another one. Much love to you. Peace.